open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter will be heard in gales and floods. If not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Need guidance on life, auto, or homeowners insurance? Contact Kate Woolman State Farm for all your insurance needs. Rates can be more affordable than you think, and protecting what matters most to you is important. Call Ben at 719-539-6265 and he'll set you up with what you need. That's 719-539-6265.
Last time on the wonderful Chronicles of Nathriel, you wonderful lot made it back into Pallius to a few wonderful little surprises. Late in the night, trying to sneak about or just really get yourself settled again, you were told that the mayor needed a word with you all as soon as you were found. You crept down the mountainside. Well, actually, that was creeping down the mountainside to go talk to them. Creeping into them through the back door, you had a conversation with them and realized, we're not going there, trying, and heard the wonderful news. Composure. That a group from the guild, the Destined, had arrived with paperwork notarizing their capability of leaving destruction behind in the apprehension of either your bodies or yourselves, to fulfill the contracts on all of your heads. It was signed by their guildmaster. I believe his name is Warren. Hundreds of NPC names in my head. Pretty sure that's it. The Black Dragonborn that runs the fifth highest rated guild in the entire guild system. They are part of the Monumental Six. Not only that, but there was also the guildmaster from the Jade Bird having arrived with official challenge to the guild, the Three Watchers, of which you were all part of. Getting word to Julian rather quickly, you then planned to plan for 2 days while Julian sorted details with the Jade Birds, and you stayed out of sight trying to avoid the Destined so as not to cause a unplanned commotion. Few of you had some ideas of taking a look at them, potentially risking said not drawing attention. Thankfully, you were quite successful by the skin of your teeth. But you managed to get a good look at your competitors. A strange, well, let's start with the underlings. 2 bold humans, or half-elves from the looks of it, with wearing a half-plate and very large spears. 2 black dragonborns, holding great swords in full plate, and 1 elven woman with black hair shaved on the side, braided down the other side, scars along her side of her face, where the left cheek is missing part of it that she has to drink sideways in order to not lose any liquids in her mouth. After the second day, traveling up to your workshops with Piggle and Higgle, I think it was. Is his brother's name? I made it up on the spot and I keep forgetting. You made some interesting devices to combat these opponents. There we go. I wanted to call them components, but they're not. Combat these opponents.
Oh, they will be soon.
They will be soon enough. Unfortunately, at some point, they found out where you were and started heading up the mountain with you. Big Tin, getting the word, did a fun little primordial misty step, losing their front left paw in the process, however knocking a very interesting technique and use of their connection with the primordial destruction. gave you all a warning, and stepped up the mountain to meet you all in between. Now we find ourselves hidden, quite successfully, most of us, prepared for this wonderful group to come across, and we stopped with Nierette lighting up her sword, looking at Teffy, and acknowledging her.
Okay.
I'm gonna
First
change-
question, because my OCD is kicking off here really badly. Teffy, do you have a blinking light in your room?
It's changing
Okay.
colors. And I guess it is kind of fading in the color changes, yeah. Should I change it to something else?
Could you just make it something steady?
Okay.
Solid.
It looks like your room is strobing to me. I'm sorry. It's just.
Yes. It's called having a rave with yourself and assorted bees.
I mean, I like rays, but not right at this moment.
I have a follow-up question unrelated.
Why does everyone be rolling initiative while we're asking these questions
Yes,
as well?
please.
Okay. The physical aspects are any of these individuals, just at a glance, thicker, thinner individuals?
They all look pretty beefy, pretty buff. They're definitely all heavy fighters. Out of all of them, what I'd say is the ones you see, these images here. So this one and this one are the two Dragonborns. They stand at roughly 7'2" and are pretty beefy.
Okay.
So they're definitely the
good
beefiest.
knowledge.
But they're all beefy, so...
Okay.
Alright. Altian, what you get?
22.
22. Nice. Schnazboop, what you get?
I got 9.
9. Oh, interesting. Teffy?
12.
12. Shiny, shiny. Big Tim?
7.
7. Ooh. That's funny.
Not
Yashinda?
good.
I rolled a 31.
What?
Yeah, the nat 20 for
Oh,
31.
Your initiative
my
is
Plus
11?
11?
plus 11, yeah.
Yeah.
It's plus 11.
It's pretty intense.
Okay.
let's go.
Alright, okay, well.
Reminds me of my gunslinger whose initiative was plus 15.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Alright, Yoshinda,
I don't think I've ever had over plus for it any time ever.
Yeah.
Madness abounds. Alright, I'm going to tell you all your player orders if you'd all like to write it down so you can keep up. It's up first, it's you, Yoshinda. Then it's Altian. Then after that, it's Teffy. Then after that is Schnozboop. And BT, you're holding up the rear.
Alrighty.
So, Yoshinda, it's your turn.
So, I have 40. So these guys are like in the snow. Is this rough terrain or is this
So,
just normal?
that is a fair question. It is considered normal terrain. It has not snowed recently, and this is a used path. So this snow would be compacted
Nice.
down,
Great.
if not moved aside.
And are these
So we're gonna.
The
are
ones in
these
the
supposed
front,
to be the spearmen?
the ones in the front are the swords, the Dragonborns.
Okay.
They're the ones with the great swords. The ones in the back are the spearmen.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
Can I use a placement of the grenade as an unarmed strike, or what would that count as?
So, here's the fun thing about how genuinely beautiful this of a plan this is, giving it to you. You are a drunken master. You have proficiency
Yes.
with objects that aren't actually weapons, and they are considered, because of your class, unarmed strikes. So yes,
Yes.
you are technically proficient with these
Yes.
things.
Okay, thank you. Because that's gonna make this a little bit faster.
And I will
By a
point
little
out,
bit, I mean a lot.
I'll make sure to point out as well, these two, I'm clicking, the ones in the back, I made them the same figure. These two are the clerics.
The ones with the Warhammer looking things?
Yeah, the ones with the
Yeah.
Warhammer looking things. I couldn't find ones with
Okay.
spears. that were appropriate, so we had to do warhammers.
Kind of figured it was either that or the sword guys. But...
No, the sword
Alright,
guys have
so
swords.
Warhammer guys are...
The clerics.
Alright, so we'll start with an unarmed strike of placing the... Let's see. Get this out of here. Hold on. Placing the grenade on this back guy here.
Excellent.
So that is... How many feet?
15?
10 feet.
10 feet? Nice.
Yeah, I'll say 10 feet. Or 15 at the most.
You can,
And
if you can
then-
move your token there.
Yeah, I'll actually move the 15 feet. So let's grabby. Wrong grabby. Come on.
Oh yeah, these things you can throw it, but the latching mechanism takes some pressure to put on there. So you're gonna have to like jab it in.
I just like threw the map and I was like, oh. Okay, so yeah, this guy here, it'll still, there we go. It'll still be.
Nice.
I have how many of those grenades?
You have two
Two.
of them.
So grenade number 1, that's my regular unarmed attack. And then I will use... Ooh, flurry of blows.
Real quick here. This is just
Yeah.
a reminder for everyone. In your actions, right at the top, when it says actions, attacks per action, you have 2 attacks per action, Yoshinda. So you've used your
Oh,
attack
so I
action,
don't
you've
even have
used
to use
only
flurry of
1
blows.
attack. You don't even need to use Flurry of Blows yet.
Okay, so
you can
for
still
these
declare it
two,
and use it, if you'd like.
uh,
Because I think I know why
are they
you want to.
surprised?
They are surprised. These guys are. They didn't see you.
So I don't need to disengage.
No, you won't. You're right, yeah.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll place 1 on him, and then move the extra. Let's see. It's shift or control?
Right click.
Right click.
There you go. Nice.
15 feet. 20 feet.
15 feet.
Okay. Well, we're still hitting like 30 feet, so I'm gonna just move this guy over.
Nice.
Plant another thing on him, and then preferably make it. Well, they're still surprised, so I don't need to disengage, right?
That's true.
I can just go 10 feet over here.
You sure can. You have 10 feet left of movement. As a monkey, you have
All right,
40
so
feet of movement.
there we go.
Okay. For the planting, I am going to need you to make some attack rolls.
Okay.
As you
so,
are hidden and they
guild
did
member
not see you.
B, number 1.
Yeah, as you are hidden and they did not see you, these are at advantage. So you're rolling twice, take the higher of the 2 rolls.
And
What's a D4?
Plus a d4 for bless. Yep, good reminder.
oh yeah, that's right.
Let me add some tokens for that.
$17 plus 8. Wow. Okay, that's 25.
Oh yeah, 25 hits. First one attaches. Yoshinda jumping out, basically a whir inside the air. You just see this blur pop up, hear a and then falls up to the next one. Give me another attack roll.
All right, so attack roll number 2. Those attack rolls, or is that just like a single attack roll on the bless?
It's for all. It keeps going. Bless is the gift that keeps on giving.
We rolled a 21 total.
21. 21
Which
hits.
isn't horrible.
That hits and
All right, so guild member 2.
gets another stick slapped onto them. Okay, for both of those, roll a d6 for each one for how much electric damage they take for getting it attached.
Ooh, 5.
5. Okay, so that's for the first one. How about number 2?
That's lovely. 6.
6. Wow.
Oh,
Rolling good.
throwing the die today. Nice.
Alright. Yoshinda jumping out, you hear the slap and the clink of metal as the first one pops on, and hear the grunts of the person who's now getting shocked by it. He runs up to the next one, and the second clasp, lock, ching! Altian, you inside your hiding spot, buried inside the snow. Keep in mind you are prone right now. Because of your position, let's add a little token. Boop! There we go. You can see that both of them have latched on, and both of them are discharging a certain amount of electric energy into these guys. One of them looks down and is like, ugh. Both of them turn to look and see at Yoshinda now standing poised and ready. You still have a bonus action. Would you like to use it?
What?
I think the biggest thing you could use is basically using a Kai point for patient defense. Give them
Yeah.
disadvantage on their attack rolls, but it's not much
I
else.
think I'm gonna pass on that. So I'm gonna end my turn.
Excellent. Then it is Altian with Teffy on deck.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is hop up real quick using half of my movement.
Excellent.
And as an attack, can I do something that might take a little bit of a flourish here?
Move.
Okay, so the swordsmen.
Yep.
They're in plate armor. Do they have like pouches and stuff like that? Like a pack on them or anything?
They're not carrying any
that
packs.
Something can be placed into?
They definitely don't have any packs. The best thing you can find is potentially, like, they came geared to do some killing and to do some fighting, so they're not carrying their travel packs with them or their backpacks or anything. Maybe some crevices inside their armor, but it's not quite the right situation to catch them with pockets. Like a
You
fine
are
dress.
correct, and I
don't
just
come with it.
remembered we're on the edge of a mountain.
Yeah.
So explosives probably aren't my best bet currently.
No, please. Let off some explosions. I would love to destroy half the mountainside.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up and just hit them. Sneak attack.
Oh, which one?
Let's do the cleric.
Cleric.
Just,
Nice. Okay.
just to make sure. I'm going to use my taser fists. Punch them.
Taser
It's a 24 hit.
24 hits.
Okay, so that's 2d8 plus.
You're rolling these at advantage, right?
Yeah.
With the D4.
With the d4 as
Oh,
well.
with-
Yeah. Not the damage, just the d20 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
But you did hit on the other one, just wanted to make sure. So we don't miss out on the potential of critical.
20.
20.
Lightning damage.
Oh boy.
And then, using my bonus action, because I'm rogue and I can do that, I'm going to disengage the next 15 feet. I'm going to go 1, 2.
Stop right there.
Right there.
As the cleric who you just hit gets smacked by your fist, spins, is grunting. You can see a little spittle fly out of his mouth. He does manage to bring that spear around, and even though you've disengaged, he has the Sentinel feat, which disregards disengage, so he is going to still get an attack of opportunity. No. Ignore all that. Those are things that could possibly have happened if you had failed your stealth check. However, because you succeeded in your stealth check, he didn't know you're there, so he cannot actually have any reactions against you. So,
Ooh,
you
nice.
are good. Never mind.
Okay. Good.
Realizing and remembering things halfway through an explanation.
No worries. It happens. All right, that's my turn.
Awesome.
Well then I'll go the next 5 feet. Sorry.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. SpaghettiOs. Right. Teffy, you're up. Schnozbeep, you're on deck.
Okay. So, what I am going to do is attack Matey Boy, Mirette, or whatever her name is, with my scimitar of +2.
Ooh. Go ahead and move yourself to base contact with them.
It says 5-foot reach.
Yes, and
Does
you're
that
10
not mean
feet
it
away
reaches
from
the-
them.
Oh, I misinterpreted.
Yeah, 5 feet would
This
be the
whole
5
thing-
foot in front of
Okay.
you. There you go.
I
Yeah,
thought that meant touching, and that 5 feet could be like there's a space. Anyway,
you're good.
so, so I'm rolling just my regular
Just-
gizmo plus
yes.
a d4, which is the triangle boy.
Yes, and you are not at advantage because you were spotted by everyone, so you do not have the
Okay.
hidden and advantage on this.
Okay. And then plus. Does a 22 hit?
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Yes, it does. 22 hits.
Cool.
Nice.
And
Nice.
that does. Okay, that does 8 of slashing damage.
Nice. That's with the +2. Excellent.
And then I have 2 attacks per action, so I'm just gonna do it again.
Nice.
And does a 29 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
And that's going to be for 9 slashing damage.
Excellent. Taffy, getting this reaction and her smiling down at you, seeing the blade light up, you take the initiative first and dash out with your own blade slashing twice, finding 2 weak points and seeing some blood comes flying out. Your blade, where it's cut, it doesn't have red blood on it. Instead, it's dripping this strange, thick blackness. And she grins. Like, what a fine way to open things up. You have a
Okay.
bonus action and
Yes.
25 feet of movement.
What does the dripping eyeball icon mean on her?
She's seen everyone.
Oh,
She's the only
okay.
one no one has advantage on.
Okay. And what is the hand on my icon?
That is your bless.
Okay.
And the double swords is for the fact that you've got vulnerability to all damage except for the ones noted from last time because of your concoction that you drank.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm actually good. I was considering a concoction, but given that I've already had one today, I'm gonna pass. So
Come on, risk it. It'll be fine. Schnozboop, you're up. She's next.
Okay.
She got a 9 on her initiative, which is 1 above, or 2 above. No, she got an 8. 1 above Big Ten.
Back up a little bit here. What did I back all the way up to here? That seems like a good place to be.
I'm backing up. Backing up.
Yeah. Then we're gonna cast a spell at level 3.
Ooh.
It's going to be blindness and deafness, although in this case it'll just be blindness.
Concentration. Is that a concentration spell?
It is not,
It is
which is why
not.
it was chosen. I have a few too many concentration spells, perhaps for my own good, but blindness and deafness is actually one that is not. So at level 3, I can target a second individual. So the first one will be this person here, Maret, and then we'll also target the third person back
Excellent.
as well.
Okay, and
Uh,
read off blindness and
and-
deafness for us so we know. what we need to
Yes.
do.
So they're gonna do a Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
If they fail, they can be blind or deaf. My choice. They will be blind.
We'll be blind.
And then at the end of each of their turns, they can make a Constitution saving throw. On success, the spell ends for them.
Okay. Is this an enchantment?
I'm not sure what that means. It is a necromancy spell. If that means anything to you.
Necromancy spell. It does mean something to me, thank you. All right.
It's tax to debuff. And the song that's going to accompany this is Focus on Yourself.
Okay.
That's it.
Do-do-do.
Where's the ukulele?
Well, it's mandolin, but it's over there.
Oh, sorry, mandolin. Excuse me. Pardon.
It's at the end of the turn that they try to roll for their saves again. Oh,
I'll get it tuned up for the second round.
Alright, so the first one, Miaret, she, unfortunately, as soon as you cast it, you can feel it's not having an effect on her.
Okay.
The other guy, though, he rolled a 15.
He failed.
He failed.
He's blind.
He is blind. You can hear the cleric at the back end, though, go, "Huh, huh. All I see is myself."
Perfect.
As his eyes are now clouded over.
And then Teffy, do you believe in friendship? And then that'll be the end of Snotsweep's turn.
I'm gonna use... What am I gonna use to show that he's blind? That one. And Teffy is inspired. Here's the wrench. Alright. That being your turn, it is now her turn. Miaret is smile even deeper, twist her head as she feels that spell go off, look over and like, oh, I'll be paying attention to you next. You're first. She's going to start bringing this blade up and try to catch you inside a very unruly and unusual attack. Teffy, this is going to you. Do-do-do. There it is.
Ouch.
Ouch. Potentially. 16. Does a 16 hit you? No. You
No.
dodge out of the
Get
way,
wrecked, lady.
taking a single step back. She takes a step forward and brings it down again for the second attack. How about a 19?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. And she's going to be expending... Here comes the pain. Do-do-do-do.
Doo-doo-doo.
Level
But
3
it
spell slot.
doesn't hit.
For a... Yeah, right. It doesn't, but let me get through the finishing of this.
Mhm.
She is using a level 3 spell slot for a Divine Smite. What does it hit instead?
Oh.
It hits BT.
Oh no. That's a
Shooting
lot.
out from the snow. Catching the strike instead because you are next to your ward.
Yep.
This strike looked normal until it hit, and then you feel the pulse of that radiating energy coursing through your body. As I will be rolling at level 3 for
Give it to me.
d8 of radiant damage, plus 2d6 of slashing damage, plus 2d6 of fire damage.
I don't see a radiant. This is the first time I've taken radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yay!
I think that's
I miss being a paladin.
it's so beautiful, isn't it? And there's 3 of them you're
It's
fighting.
the best class.
I'm so excited. Alright, so I'm going to start with the slashing damage.
Okay.
It's a 4 plus 3, so that is... We're going to wrap in her plus to this as well. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 6 is 13 points of slashing damage, which I think is halved.
Nope.
To... No?
3/4.
Oh, 3/4, that's right. Yeah, I'll let you do that math.
Yeah.
And then
So
for-
that's 3 points of slashing damage.
3 points of slashing, fire damage. That's a 4
Fire damage?
plus 3, so that's 7 points of fire damage.
7 to 4.
7 to 4. Then I'm rolling d8s for radiant damage.
Radiant is full.
Here
I
we
have
go.
no resistance to that one yet.
It's 5. Oh, good grief. 11. Ooh, 17. I rolled a 5, 2 6s, and an 8.
Ooh, fun, boy, funny.
25 points of radiant damage.
Wow, dang. So overall, at my reduction, 32 points of damage. Good luck, Teffy.
They are dealing some wallops.
But I don't take any damage this round, right?
You
Nope.
Okay, 'cause it
Not this round,
smacked
yeah.
BT instead.
Smacked BT instead, using one of the reactions. He jumped up. That has revealed you. You're still going to have advantage and stuff if you attack the other paladins and clerics. Not against her. She noticed everyone. She's the only one that's got that on you. I don't have anything. Ooh. Yeah, no, I don't have anything to do with her bonus action just yet. For funsies, she's going to pop off one of her divine senses, looking at you with a quizzical look, BT, as she takes in the full visage of what's in front of her, hearing about you, but seeing you for the first time, and determines that you're not undead. That's her turn. It's now yours.
Yes,
The
I'm not
others are on
dead.
deck. They all rolled a 6. I rolled them individually and at disadvantage,
Wow.
and it was 6 round the table, which is freaking nuts. So BT, your turn. Then they are up.
Attack
Against whom?
against her.
Her?
She's the problem right now.
Go
Against
for it.
Mirdet. So these are just regular attacks.
Just regular
So
attacks. Yeah.
hold on. I need to do a little housekeeping here so I can see everything. Okay, so the bite.
Ooh.
Be 25.
That hits.
Stuff. Good stuff.
So this will be terrible, terrible. 8 points of force.
Excellent.
Then 1 claw. I'm going to say it's a miss. I'm not even going to worry about the D4. Because I don't think a
You've got pretty
10,
good bonuses.
14
Nah,
is a possibility of 14. That would be the max of the D4, so I don't think so. And the second claw. Wow.
Yikes.
Missed. Well, everything bounces out in the world.
Launching up, catching her by surprise, you reach around, get a good bite in, but slip off of the armor, trying to give a claw. Forgetting for a moment, as you strike out with both times with your left forward paw, that you don't have a paw there anymore. So it's just air meeting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, well.
Anything else with
That'll
your
be
turn? That'll be it. Okay, then we're moving around to the rest of the guys. With Yoshinda, you're on deck. These guys are going to pivot. First, I'm going to make an intelligent roll for the clerics to see if they're going to take off. Yoshinda, can you roll 2d6 for me and tell me the individual results?
Two twos.
2 2s. Excellent. They both take 2 more points of damage as these things continue shocking them. The one in the front is paying attention Yeah, he's paying attention to other stuff. He's kind of ignoring the shocking damage. However, the guy behind, the cleric in the back, get ready to roll some more dice. He's being stupid. He's reaching back and going, get this thing off me. Grabs hold and pulls. It comes off cleanly and fluidly. You hear a and then followed by a
Oh no.
and an inhuman scream leaving his mouth nearly immediately afterwards. So roll 2d6 for piercing damage, as the true purpose of this device comes into play.
It's 8.
8? Oof. That was not him. It was the one at the back. Okay. And that was just for getting the thermite that's now been lit into his body. So now roll... What did I say? What was it? For the
I got
initial,
the
it
note
was
right here, 1 second.
4d8 for the initial, and then 2d8 at the top of their turns.
Yes.
8.
48 initial, 2d8 every subsequent turn.
So roll 4d8. Pivotal amounts of damage. Yo, those devices might have done you some real good stuff here. If he takes this cleric out.
It's 24.
24. Okay, 24. That puts you at a total of having dealt 40 damage to this guy already. And it's just reaching
Damn.
his turn. First 6 seconds, not bad, guys. It's real good. He screaming as he's now taking this damage. You will all see, for the amount of damage he just took, the fact that the paladin in the front as well, he's grunting. And it looks as though he's sharing in the pain. These two in the back are going to shift their gears. This guy is running up here. Cleric here is a little too focused. He's actually going to be casting a spell on himself. None of you, yeah, I don't think you have Mage Slayer, do you, Altian?
Ooh, I do
No.
not.
Okay, so then this will not trigger an attack of opportunity. But he is going to cast on himself a level 3 Cure Wounds. That's
Oh,
3d8 plus 3, 2, 9, 10, 13 for 13 points of healing. Oh,
Deal.
that feels bad, man. And as a bonus action, nothing, because he's a little disabilitated right now. But the paladin, who's spun around, he's going to start swinging at you, Altian, because he saw you punch into it and hasn't quite pieced together what's happening to his cleric yet. Swinging with one attack. Big old greatsword, this 7'2" black dragonborn looming over you. Nah, I'll do it on the second one. Here we go. Ooh, that's a 17 plus 6. 23, there's a 23 here.
Stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
Okay, re-rolling for what I believe
Silvery
is
Barbs.
Silvery Barbs. Who's getting the advantage?
We will give it to Ultian.
To Altian? Excellent. Altian, you have advantage on your next d20 roll.
Nice.
I'm going to do that as a slug. So that is a 6 plus 6. That is a 12.
That does not
Does
hit.
not
Thank
hit.
you very much.
So,
Yeah.
hearing that tone in the back, the sword that is definitely going to be cleaving into your chest suddenly grows in light and just passes through. And you hear inside the back of your head that little giggle of chaos. For a second attack, looking at his blade for a second, he's going to then ignore it, look up, and go... I need Ultian and Yoshinda to both make dexterity saving throws as he's breathing acid
I shall.
all over you.
Oh boy.
2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2? 2 What'd you get?
Rolled a 19.
Okay, that succeeds.
23.
23. Okay, you both pass, so you both take 1 point of acid damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Also, please remember, you're blessed.
You are blessed, yeah. So,
Mm.
Yeah.
I took the advantage on that d20 roll right there. So,
oh, nice.
just so
Okay.
everybody knows. Yeah.
Get rid of that slug. Great. So that's them. These guys. How much of their movement? Let's see if they can do this. Oh, yeah. It doesn't know that his companion there is blind. Ooh. Someone roll a d6 for me. Actually, no, d10. Excuse me, d10.
We got that? Get it if not.
What was it?
I will do it. I'll do it.
What did it do?
7.
7. This guy takes a 5-foot step this way as he's listening for things, because he is blind right now. He will cast a spell himself at level 3. Gonna love me for this. No, you're not.
I doubt it.
No, you're not. It's gonna be spiritual weapon.
Nice.
Nice.
I would have done the same thing, sir.
Yep. Let's rename it. I'm gonna name it SW. And he's gonna put it right next to him because he's not sure where anything else is. That
A
will
point
be...
of curiosity,
Yeah.
does the spiritual weapon have any senses, or does it have to take it from the caster?
It's got no senses.
Cool.
No senses. It needs to take it from the caster. And it does roll its own initiative. And actually, it's rolled a 4. Freaking, for every single one of them, I kid you not, every one of them, except for Muret, I've rolled a number 4 for their initiative rolls. But this paladin up here has enough movement that he is going to move up to you, Schnorsboop. Seeing and knowing what you are for this party, he's going to try to start taking you out and lay in a couple of attacks. First one here. Yikes. 6 plus 6, so 12. Does that hit?
It does not.
It does not. First
Give me 1 sec.
you
I'm
have
just seeing
used
if I have to use a
reaction.
reaction on this. This does not take a reaction, I think.
Ooh.
Doesn't say anything about a reaction. So, opportunistic thief. When a creature fails a melee attack roll against you in combat, you may make a dexterity sleight of hand check against a DC equal to 10 plus the modifier. And success, I can steal an item that they're not wearing or holding.
Yeah, absolutely. I would normally say you could definitely do that if we haven't already covered that they don't have any loose bobs on them.
Nothing at all.
They came geared for combat. They left all their stuff back where they're staying. They didn't bring anything with them. They don't
Do
need
they
coin
have
to kill people.
pockets?
They don't have pockets in plate armor. It's like one of those
No
super fancy
pockets.
dresses that have no pockets.
Not even their pants?
The pants are covered in plate armor right now. You would have to squeeze your little hand into their plate armor and then get stuck. I can't see it
Okay.
realistically being feasible.
I find
what-
it very funny how all of the men of the table are having a hard time with the concept of no pockets.
I'm not. I'm full acceptance of this fact that they have no pockets.
What if they holding any notes behind the
Nothing.
plate?
Nothing at all here, mate. I'm
All right,
sorry.
fine. I won't try to
I'm
say
sorry.
something.
I can't on these guys. If you're fighting
Continue.
like a rifleer, absolutely. Spare bullets or something. The second attack is a natural 20.
That hits me.
I will be friendly and I will take a moment to let one of the players who has a potential capability of stopping me from hitting their friend with a critical that's going to have a divine smite in it to say that they're stopping that critical.
The deflect missiles attack, you mean?
No, not that. Your luck, though. You can use your
Wait.
luck on your
Luck
friends.
do be doing
Remember,
that.
you can, because of your bond with luck, you could use your luck on any d20 roll used around.
This guy?
Not you. Well, yeah, he can use it. He can use it on the guy who just hit you with a natural 20 and make him
Otherwise,
re-roll
I'm
it.
probably dead.
Yeah. I can go ahead and spend what is called a luck point on Schnozboop, or not Schnozboop, the guy who rolled the natural 20.
Yes.
The cleric.
Yeah. Or the paladin. This one's a paladin.
Paladin.
But
Um,
the difference here for you reading that mechanic, because it won't say it specifically, because this is your bond effect. You're just making them re-roll. You're forcing them to re-roll. It's like silvery barbs, but it doesn't use a reaction, and it doesn't give anyone else advantage. When you're using it on your enemies, you're just forcing them to re-roll.
when it says you choose which die to use, they only had the one die, right?
Yeah, they only have the one die. That's the part that's going to be different when using this on enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, using it on
Well, we
enemies,
got one marked off.
you're forcing them to. Heb it up.
What they re-roll as. Hopefully it's not another D20. Or another
Well-
20.
It was a 13 on the die plus 6 for a 19 to hit.
Shame, that hits me.
It's not a critical though, so I'm not going to be possibly eviscerating you in one hit.
Very good.
Yeah, they are expending a level 2 spell slot to add 3d8 of radiant damage though.
Pretty rude.
Yeah, incredibly. All right. Heb-a-da-bip-bip. Heb-a-da-bip. Heb-a-dip. Ooh, that was better. Thank you. Ooh. All right. You take 2d6 plus 3 of slashing damage, and that totals out to 15 points of slashing damage. I rolled max on that. The radiant damage, out of 3d8, you take 6 points of radiant damage. I rolled 3 2s.
Okay. Very good. Sort of.
Those are his 2 attacks. Those are the enemies. So, Yoshinda, you're up. Altian, you're on deck.
Ready.
Yay! You now have a series of enemies
10
in front of you.
feet. I think I'm going to go ahead and do an unarmed attack. I don't want to flank myself. Can I attack diagonally? Is
Yeah,
that a
you
thing?
can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's within 5 feet of you,
Alright.
you can attack it.
I'll attack this swordsman.
Big ol' angry paladin that's just spat acid on you. Very unsuccessfully.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We'll do an unarmed strike. 18,
What was that?
19.
19? Awesome.
18 to hit.
Oh,
18 to hit. That
Yeah.
hits.
Okay. Says 1d. 9 damage.
9 damage.
And it's unarmed strike.
You should have 2 attacks. So that was
Then-
one of the 2.
Spend our other action, our bonus action for unarmed
Well,
strike.
You've already attacked once with an unarmed strike. You have 2 attacks per attack action. You've taken one of your attacks. You still have 1 attack for your attack action.
Straight attack. So, we're just gonna try and eliminate this guy here.
Keep attacking at him. Keep punching. Go for it.
Let's go like a 1-by-1. We already planted the thermite, so
Yeah.
that did what it did.
did what it did, but to the other guy on the other side. You're attacking the paladin, not the cleric. That other paladin, by the way, failed on his save for blindness. He is still blind.
There's a 26.
Oh yeah, that hits. Y'all are rolling really well
10 damage.
in some places. 10 damage. Excellent. Just doing some
And
maths.
then I want to get this. Is this the blind guy here, or is this
That's-
the blind guy?
No, you were right on the first
Go
one.
with the skull.
This guy. The one with
This
the
guy's
skull, he's the blind one.
If I hit him, will he become unblinded, or is that a status
still-
that stays in effect?
Blind for a full minute until he saves.
So I'm gonna use flurry of blows.
Taking a 5-foot step to get within reach.
Yeah, we're gonna risk the flank and go for it.
Good old fury of blows. These are at advantage because this guy's blind.
Okay. 26, 24.
24 hits.
And 8 damage.
8 damage.
Again on that same cleric that's blind.
Another attack.
No, we'll go for I don't know. Blinded. He'll be pretty.
You're
Your
cutting
mic
out.
keeps cutting
Your mic
out.
keeps clipping out.
Sorry. If he's blinded, he'll be pretty easy to attack in general, no matter who's attacking him.
This is true.
So I think I might just toss in an attack on his. The
You
cleric.
can't
right?
attack. No, that's
That's
have
a
spiritual weapon.
That is a spiritual weapon. The SW
Oh,
stands
okay.
for spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. Oh, okay. Very nice. Yeah, we'll just hit the blind guy one more time.
He is the one it's attached to. Defeat him, it will disappear.
That is a nat 20 for 28.
Ooh, you're gonna go ahead and change that to a 10.
To
As
10?
Mariette
18?
uses one of her capabilities. You feel like it's going to hit with a natural 20, and it turns into a 10. Gonna mark off her
Ooh.
slot. She has another one of those, just to give you all now that you're not
Snap.
aware of that capability.
Snap.
So 10 plus. What's your pluses still?
It's still 18.
Still an 18. 18. So you still just barely hit.
Oh,
You
nice.
still hit, but it's not a critical.
Hey. That is an 8.
An 8. 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This monk, you all now that you see Yoshinda fighting for the first time, genuinely, it's just this weird sequence of basically flailing arms and smacking in the right places, and then tumbling forward and flailing and smacking against this blind cleric who's now kind of tumbling around, looking bloodied. You can see both of the clerics have blood dripping from their mouths, but also both of the dragonborns are looking a little bit more worried. That is your bonus action. You doing any kind of movement?
Well, I think this is a good time to that disengage with the
There you
drunken
go.
technique. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use drunken technique to disengage from this flank that I found myself in. I don't know if anyone sees me or is on me yet, but
You
would that
have
even be necessary right now?
that entirely
I
depends
don't
on
think
you.
that's a.
You have 35 feet to play with. Oh wait, you have
Well,
45 feet to play with because of the drunken technique gives you an extra 10 feet.
Will. Was it enter? Space?
Right click.
Right click. Why do I never remember that? 35? So we could
35.
go over here.
Yeah, you would even have 10 feet after that.
You could get on this side of him and flank this guy.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, let's do it.
That would give Altian advantage on
Yes.
their rolls. It also would mean that you never actually left the cleric's threat range. No, you would have
Reach?
left one of their reach. They both have Sentinel. So they can't respond with an attack to you attacking one of their friends, but they do still ignore disengage. So one of them will get an attack on you. I'm gonna say it's the blind one, because you would have been smart enough to move around out of the range of the blind one, who gets disadvantage, potentially. Unless you want to do it the other way around and out of the range. So they have a 10-foot reach with their spears. But you would have to move just briefly out of the range of one of them. Boop-a-doop-boop.
Wait, so if I move out of their range, like here?
Which you'd have to do.
What you're
So
saying?
if you look at the path of where you'd need to move. Where's my ruler? There it is. You would need to go at the very least like this to get to where you were at.
Mhm.
Which it does
Yeah.
briefly move you out of the range of the blind one.
Okay.
Wait.
But he has disadvantage.
But he
on
has
an
disadvantage
attack
on his
you,
attacks.
because he's blind. You're not going to be taking
yeah,
a whole lot
I'll
of
just-
damage.
I'll go ahead and risk it.
Risk it? Okay, he rolled a 2
Yeah.
plus 6, it's 8. So I think he misses.
Yeah, he misses.
This is great. Wildly flaying with this thing, trying to reach the person that you tumble just at the right time. This spear going clean over your head. That would be you, so Altine, you're up. Teffy, you're on deck.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to use insightful fighting. Insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I get to use my sneak attack against them. So,
Which one?
that quick. Let's do the paladin.
Paladin? Excellent. Okay. Against his deception. He rolled a 4 on his deception. 5 minus 1.
I rolled a 13, so
Nice. You have
all
it.
right, and he is flanked, correct?
Oh yeah, he's flanked.
Okay.
We've got this tumbling around Yoshinda now suddenly, somehow, getting around their mix to behind the paladin when they were in front to begin with.
I'm gonna hit him with my taser fist. It's like a video game character of some sort.
You're blessed.
Haze of Face was an enemy in Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is true.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
That's 2d and 3d6.
Those d6 are so cool. Sneak attack damage.
18. 18 lightning.
18 points of lightning damage. Gosh, these guys are getting pummeled. giving a good smack straight into the chest. You can see parts of the little flakes of metal come off from the shock damage. You've damaged part of the plate, and you can see him grunt, and his eyes flare in dilation for a second from the electric charge. Good chunk of
Okay.
damage. He's breathing
I'm
a
gonna
little
do
heavily.
something I haven't done yet. I'm gonna use my implant and get a second attack.
Oh boy! Alright.
So what was that again? It gives me an adrenaline surge that lasts a minute, and then I am exhausted.
So it gives you an action surge.
Okay.
So you get an action surge, and at the end of your next turn, you will gain a level of exhaustion.
What's the end of my next turn? I thought it lasted longer than that.
No, the surge itself is just a single surge.
Never mind. I'm gonna save that for the big lady, just in case. So I recall that action, and
You're
I
good.
end my
Okay.
turn.
Okay. No, it's a good thought, but yeah, there was a heavier,
Yeah.
like really good, powerful thing. It gave you
Heavier
an action
cost.
charge, but it has a cost to it.
I thought it lasted longer than one turn.
Can if you spend more time. It was a quick implant charge. Yeah, those were future thoughts we're thinking about. Teffy, you're up. Schnozzbip, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna do a repeat of my previous turn. Is a 20 hit near it?
Sorry, the sound was 20
It's a
20
20
or
hit then.
20? Yes. Is that a natural
Okay.
or not?
Oh, it's filthy.
That's filthy. Okay, cool.
It's modified multiple times.
It's a filthy 20.
It's a muddy 20. It needs to be hosed down outside before it's brought in to
Oh
actually wash
my.
up. And then so that's gonna do a 10 slashy slash.
10 slashy slash. Bringing it around again, there's the scrape of metal on metal, and then the nice, satisfying sound of metal cutting flesh. That's your first attack.
Nice. And then same thing. Okay. 22.
22.
Also to hit.
That also hits.
Okay. And then 9 slash damage.
9 slash damage.
Yes. And yeah, I feel good about that. That's fine.
Cool. Excellent. To finish that thought right there, Schnozzbip, you're up. Miaret is on deck.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. 1, 2. And then I think that's where we want to be. Yes. I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
2 Misty Step, which does not trigger attacks of opportunity. Nice bonus action use.
Unfortunately, Misty Step is a spell. Can I back up here or no?
You absolutely could. You are within range of that spear with where you Misty Stepped.
Can I Misty Step here instead? Because I
You
would have.
can't see that area.
Okay,
It's
fair
around
enough,
the
fair
corner.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just go right here then. And then I don't know that this matters at all, but we're gonna try it anyways. Everybody, get your head on right, everybody. Which is counter charm.
Ooh,
As an action, you can perform until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creature within 30 feet that can hear you gains advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
very good. Okay.
That's the end of Snozzboop's turn.
Excellent. All right. Miaret. Is that friendly, right? Okay, cool. Miaret up. She is going to be smiling massively and look at BT while continuing to slash away at Teffy. Do, 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 do. First attack. Here we go. That's a 5 on the die. I don't think that's going to hit. 13. Pretty sure that misses. Next.
That's a no from me, dog.
That's a no from you. Excellent. How about a 17? Does that hit?
That's also a no from me,
That's
dog.
also a no. Excellent. Well, I rolled very poorly on that, which is...
No, that was great. You can do it again. That's A-okay.
I don't think I want to. As a bonus action, she is going to start healing. As you see some of those cuts that you've been putting on her heal up.
Paladins are the best.
They're great. This one's a little unique too. That's not normally a bonus action, people. I know.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. You could see several of the cuts that you put in Teffy just close. As she's now starting to get a bit more maniacal with her swinging and attacking. Maniacal, that's the word for phrase, isn't it? Alright, that's her turn. BT, you're up. The rest of them are on deck.
Okay. Why can't... There it is. Start by moving there.
Moving around for the flank.
Blank. And then attacking.
Excellent. Attacks with advantage.
Biting to start with.
Nom nom.
For 22. 22.
22 hits.
I'm not going to worry about the bless yet, unless you say otherwise. Let's see here if we can do better this time. That's much better.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, what, 14, 19 points of force damage?
Excellent. Wow.
Oops. Double. Then the claw. Boy, that's terrible.
Still forgetting that you have
That
no
still
left
must
front.
be that stubbed hand. Like, hey, you went at the... And
Bro,
the
just
other
stab at him.
claw.
Would have thought a subroutine would have kicked in to stop using it. Nope.
Let's see here. 8, 16, and a die 4. Just to see. Hold it. So I'm at 16. Die 4, die 4, die 4. There's a die 4. 3, 19.
19 hits.
Yay. 6 plus 5, 11 points of lightning damage.
11 points of lightning damage.
And then we will finish our movement.
By
Yeah.
moving around there. Excellent. Okay.
Still within 5 feet, plus I'm protecting from the other idiot.
Nice. Well done. Okay. The rest of them, I'm going to go with Squad B first. Because Squad B's the simplest. The Paladin's going to keep swinging at you, Altian. Oh, hey.
And the cleric takes 2d8.
That cleric takes 2d8 damage. So, Ben, roll 2d8. It's actually a much better way of doing this.
What'd you say?
Rolled a 12. That wasn't too bad.
Oh, not
That,
bad.
yeah, that was good. 12, 6. And I need 1d6 for the other cleric, who still has a thing attached to him.
That's a 3.
3.
Yeah.
That's right, that's some damage. Wow, okay. This cleric on the ground is still screaming, and now he's adding in the terminology of, "Oh, I'm healing, why isn't it stopping?" I'm gonna
Tech
do
over magic, baby.
take over magic. I am actually gonna be shifting the gears, as this paladin is going to. For him, it is not a bonus action. For him, it is a full action. He's going to lay on hands himself. Boop. And heal up his side of things, 30 HP. And the cleric is going to spend its another level 2 to do cure wounds on himself again. Because he still thinks that's the way out of this. It's not, buddy. 6 and 12, that's another 13 points of healing. That is their turn. As that takes all their actions. Actually, the paladin, he is going to use another bonus action to actually cast a spell, and he's casting Searing Smite on his blade as his blade bursts into flame. The other guy, this paladin that's blind, or the cleric that's blind, is going to try to use his ears to attack the person that was attacking him. So he's attacking you, Yoshinda, at disadvantage. He's got a foot of 10 feet, so he can't reach you where you're at. But he's still blind. Right, that's a 13 plus 6. 19. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah, unfortunately, it does.
Okay. This spear comes ripping into your skin with a d8 of damage. 5 plus 1. 6 points of damage to you.
Oof.
As it just catches you on the shoulder. Something you realize with this wound, the blood seems to be flowing just a little bit more freely with it. Not sure what that means, but keep it a note.
Blood thinners in that blade.
Blood thinners in that blade. This spiritual weapon is going to bonus action attack. Well, it's bonus action of his to command it to attack you. Does a dirty 20 hit you, Yoshinda?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The spiritual weapon, which looks like a duplicate, just a duplicate of his own weapon itself, comes screeching in and hits you on the other side. That is a 5 plus 3. It's 8 points of, I believe, force damage, because it's a spiritual weapon.
Oh. Okay.
The paladin up here, as soon as you misty step away, Schnorzboop, he's going to be turning around, taking look into what's going on, seeing Big Tin step in the way suddenly, and then he will smile and then vanish into a cloud of mist himself as he also misty steps right behind you. That being a bonus action, he's now going to take his action to attack you.
Okay.
Ouch.
Hip-a-dip-dip. Does a 22 hit?
Stop that. Stop that.
He's going to
Stop
be
that.
advantage too.
Silver barbs.
So revives, great. Who gets the advantage?
We'll give it to Teffy. Advantage to Teffy.
I'm
You
already
have-
inspired. What am I getting now?
You have advantage. It's different from being inspired.
Oh,
So
very
your next
nice.
d20 roll, you will have advantage on.
Swish. Thank you, Snozboo.
Swish. All right.
My first friend.
He is gonna re-roll. Hap-a-da-bip-bip. It's worse, I'm sorry. 24.
Yeah, that hits as well.
Alright, there's the...
Is it possible? How many times?
Oh, you can use it as
It's
long as you
per
have charges.
long rest,
Yeah,
right?
as long as you have charges.
Yeah, I
you
could
can
do
keep
that
using
for
it.
net 20s if I was you.
Would you
Okay.
like?
Unless you'd like
Yeah.
your healer to live.
I mean, it seems like this is a pretty important time to use it.
Do you want to use it? Do you want to force me to reroll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Using my second lucky.
Still on the same first attack roll, everyone. So third time's a charm. Maybe I'll get a natural 20 on this one.
Mm-hmm. That'd suck.
Nope, it's a natural 1.
Yes!
He misses his first
He
attack.
stabbed himself.
Whoa! That's what's done.
That's what's done. Oh gosh. All right, and for the second attack, now that I'm finally getting around to it, okay, that's not another one of that. What 15 to hit.
That misses.
That misses. Okay, the tip of the blade just
Double
barely
nice.
zooping right by your face. You don't know how that first one didn't hit you. It looked like in so many different ways that it was going to, but in some way, somehow, it didn't. I'm pretty sure I just used all
Power
of
of
their
friendship.
turns. Power of friendship. I did just use all their turns. So, that's then. Yoshinda, it's you again. We're back to you.
Wow. Okay. Well, nobody's died
Yet.
yet.
Yeah, I've barely touched most of you. It's all these reactions to get me to re-roll.
I'm gonna unarmed strike this guy.
Cleric who's heavily sweating, trying to keep focus on what's going on around him. Excruciating pain. What'd you roll?
It's 25,
Oh yeah, 25 hits.
and that is a d5, so 10 damage
10 damage.
on this guy.
Excellent. Bring around your fist and you wallop him right across the side. You hear a sickening crack and a gash on his face open up. That is one attack of your 2 for your attack actions.
I think I'm gonna just do my second attack.
Same guy?
Wail on the guy.
You are doing this at advantage, right? Because technically, you do have him flanked.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So 23
23 hits.
and 6. Total of 11.
6 for 11 points. Never shy on the monk, people. That's only 2 of his attacks. You still have a bonus action.
Yeah. I love how my bottle of boundless booze specifies that it is not coffee. It is booze. I'm gonna go ahead and use Flurry of Blows.
Excellent.
Sure, I'm taking those off. I had to take one off. So we're just really trying to kill this guy. You just want him dead.
Keep doing it. Keep going for it. Altian, you're on deck, by the way. I know I probably don't have to say it, but good reminder. I need to get in the
17.
habit of that. 17 hits.
22.
Oh, 22,
So 22.
hits.
Yeah. And then 7.
7. 7 points of damage. They
Just one more time.
keep
Oh
going.
wait, is something about
He's-
to happen?
They're still up. He's still up.
All right, one more time. $17 total.
17 total hits.
Oh, 6.
Another 6 points. At this point, Yoshinda and Altian, the 2 of you can definitely tell that it doesn't matter which one of these 2 you're dealing damage to. They are sharing in the pain. You need to diminish both of their HP pools to take them down.
Ah, one of those.
One of those ordeals. He is still up. Doing anything with your movement?
Well, they're kind of on me now, right? So I think I'll
problem.
use.
They're pretty focused on you and Ultian, primarily Ultian. One of the clerics seems to be slashing at you, but he's still quite blind, which I actually should reroll for quickly.
Well, regardless, I
He's
think
still
my
quite
drunken
blind.
technique will allow me to disengage.
Yeah.
And let's see, we've got 10 more feet. So we're gonna go right here.
You got a total of 50 feet
Okay.
right now, because
there
you
we
haven't
go.
moved at all during this combat. Nice.
All right, we're gonna go right there, so that way we're kind of hitting this guy. Maybe walk over, hit the other guy. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Tumbling around, excellent. Ultian, you're up. I like the technique, Yoshinda. Teffy, you're on deck.
Okay. I guess I just keep hitting them. I mean, let me see.
There is a stubborn
Yeah.
ferocity in their eyes at this point. Like, it's just sheer will that's keeping them up. They're incredibly bloodied.
Dirty 20 to hit the paladin.
That hits. That's right, because you've got that insightful fighting. I hate that so much. It's beautiful. He still has advantage, so he still has his sneak attacks.
28 lightning.
28 lightning. I need you to make a strength saving throw. He's going to be doing
I
a
will.
reaction cast of Hellish Rebuke.
21.
21, that's going to save, I believe. Where is my Hellish Rebuke? Just going to look it up real quick. Because I'm pretty sure you don't get any damage at all if you save. Hellish Rebuke. Come on.
I cast Hellish Rebuke.
I rebuke you for trying to attack me.
I cast Mend
never
Butt
mind.
Crack.
You do take damage actually, but it's half.
Okay. Reaction absorb elements.
Oh,
What
well,
kind of damage is it?
fire damage. So it would be
Yeah, absorb elements.
10 halved to 5. Reaction absorb elements halved to 2 points of fire damage. I try, people. This should be a really hard battle, but they're kicking my butt here. It's great. It's awful, but it's great.
I get to add a
Power
d6
friendship.
of fire damage to my next attack.
Yep. You're probably
And you
going to
took
deal
that
more
damage,
damage.
right?
28 points of electric, right? Yep.
Yeah, lightning.
Lightning. Yeah. He and the cleric are both breathing very, very heavily. They are still up. That is your turn, Altian. Teffy, you're on deck. Or you're up with Shnosboop on deck.
Same thing as before, because it seems to be going well for me.
She seems to
And
be
I
having
get
fun
it.
too.
I
No-
can have an advantage on it.
And you're
Anyway.
blessed.
You don't have
Yes, and I
advantage
have-
anymore. You're not flanking. Oh,
He
silver
did a
barbs.
spell.
for the first
Also
roll.
my
For the
tools.
first roll.
Right.
So that's just for your
Yes.
first attack roll. Your
Yes.
second one won't have the advantage.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Thank you for remembering.
Okay. Does a 31 hit?
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool. Because that was was a natural 20 on one of my
Oh,
advantage.
good.
Well,
Change
nat
it to a
20 auto
13
hits.
instead. So what's 13 plus your math? As she uses her second chance on this ability, she's now out of it.
So it's the dice roll, the 20 roll, plus the 4 roll, plus the 9 from
Yes.
the scimitar of 2.
She is forcing your roll to change from a natural 20 to a 13 instead.
Okay, so but then all of my like pluses are the
Yes,
same.
all your pluses
Okay.
are all the same. Yeah, it's just your dice
Cool.
roll that changes.
So does a 23 hit?
23 still hits, but it's not a crit
Nice.
anymore. She is out of those abilities now.
Good. Because I was really excited for that one.
I know, but I love ripping natural 20s away. They get ripped away from me. 2 have been ripped away from me already today. All right? It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
So
well.
that's going to be 8 slash damage.
8 slash damage. Excellent.
Yes. And now I shall roll my dice again, but no advantage this time.
Mm-hmm.
21. Hits.
21 hits.
Okay, and then I roll that bad boy again. And that is a 12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage.
End of the turn, please, and also thank you.
I forgot to say something at the end of my turn.
Oh,
Would
yeah,
allow-
go for it. Say it.
I'm gonna yell at Yosh, and I'm gonna say,
If my it must work, there we go.
There we go.
Pull the stick.
Pull the stick.
talking about
Yeah.
this guy.
This cleric still has his stick on him, but keep that in
Oh,
mind for your turn around. 'Cause that'll
And I
just-
have a table question while
Yeah.
we're at it.
Yeah.
Do I count as one of my own allies?
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Well-
cool.
That actually is entirely up to you. Do you count as one of your own allies?
Look, man, you're not my paid therapist. We're not going to get into that now.
Alright. If that is your turn, Taffy Snorsweep, you are up. Mariette is on deck, or Miarette.
Okay, we're gonna. This might hurt. But
I hope it does.
the guy next to me is one of the Dragonborn, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna do it this way then. I'm as a bonus action.
Ooh.
Be at peace. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
Which, if somebody attacks me, then they must do a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must target someone else or lose the attack or spell. And then what's this?
Okay.
Yeah, and if I cast a spell on an enemy or attack them, then it goes away. And then, oof.
Useful.
Does this person have a spear? She doesn't have a spear, right?
She does not. Nope. She has a great sword. That's on fire.
I don't think there's any way for me to get around her, so I'm not gonna bother. So I will go here.
Okay. Stop there for a moment as you are triggering an attack of opportunity from
Mhm.
this spearman as you leave his
Cool.
range.
Cool. Hit
Cool.
me
Cool.
with the disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Oh, because
The sanctuary.
he needs to roll.
No, that's not
it's a
how
roll. That's not
Sanctuary
how Sanctuary works. It's a roll.
Why not?
He rolls a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. Not
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
wisdom saving throw. You're right.
Or he
You're
loses
right,
the
you're right.
attack or triggers it. How do we want to do this, table? Because we hit a little bitty here. This is a reaction attack. If he fails the saving throw, he gets to choose to aim the attack at someone else or lose the attack. Do we want to allow him to do that on a reaction attack? Keeping in mind, if we say no, you guys can't do it either.
I would assume no.
I don't. 'Cause what if we
I
end
don't
up-
see why not. It's
Well,
like
I'm
a
just
drunken
logically, as far as like he's responding to me leaving myself open. That doesn't mean somebody else is leaving themselves open.
That's where my thought goes to, but it's also mechanically speaking, he would get to. So, as a table, do we want to let him?
Oh man. What's
Let
we
me
should
roll
have a
first.
poll. Let's do a poll.
Okay, well, let's actually think about it because I'm pretty sure he just saved his wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 15 plus 6 of 21.
Oh, shame.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Well,
keep
yeah,
that in
give me
mind.
the
We
face
have time
tools.
to now think about that because now we know about it. So he will still get to attack you. Okay, that is a 15 plus 6 for a 21 to hit.
hits me.
21 hits. You then unfortunately do not move at all, as he has the sentinel feat and stops your movement with his hit.
Well, that makes me sad.
And you take a total of 8 points of piercing damage.
I had such high hopes.
Yeah. Gotta hate
I
the
also didn't
sentinel feat.
expect him to have +6 on his wisdom either. So
He's cleric.
that's on me, I suppose.
Yeah, big on efficiency.
All right, and then for my action, I will once again do the counter charm. Everybody, get your head on right. Everybody. That's Inifnasu's turn.
Excellent. Still performing and playing that music. It's now Miaret and Big Tin on deck. Miaret is going to be smiling even more, bloody, sweating. Even though she seems quite a bit beat up, she is still enjoying herself, as she is going to go into another series of attacks against you, Teffy.
Don't die,
Figure
Teddy.
this out eventually. Teffy can't be hit.
As long as BT's within 5 feet, yeah, that's very true.
Heavy also has resistance to most things.
Also
right
true.
now, at least. So I'm also having fun.
Okay. Do you want to be hit?
I don't think so. All right.
But it's not going to end the world.
22.
Probably. 22. Yes.
22 hits. Okay. She is going to expend a level 2 spell slot to make it a divine strike. That's going to be 3d8 and 2d6 and 2d6. Big Tin, are you using a reaction?
We're definitely just not going to let that hit.
Okay. And it's all coming to you. I'll give it to you in each individual piece of damage. Starting with the slashing. It's a 2d6.
Okay.
That's a 5 and a 4 plus 6. 15 points of slashing.
15.
Quartered, I believe, to your totals.
To 4.
Fire damage. Is it 3
Fire
plus
halved.
4 is 7 halved.
So another 4.
And then
the big one.
the big one. The divine boy. 4
Yeah.
plus 4
Second time
plus
I've been hit by radiant though, so I'm starting
4.
to walk that ladder.
12 points of radiant damage.
12. Okay.
And then she's going to come in with her second attack.
So that was 20 points of damage.
Do you have that new character written up?
Nope.
Oh, 17 plus 8, 25 to hit on this one. Pretty sure that hits, so we'll be using another level 2 spell slot for Divine Smite. Gotta hate them paladins. So it's going to be another 2d6 slashing, 2d6 fire, and 3d8 radiant.
Still not going to hit.
Yeah, still using another reaction, which is a benefit of the class that we've rarely actually gotten into because of the low levels. You have multiple reactions. Starting with the slashing. 2 plus 4 plus 6, that's 12 points of slashing. I think that's down to 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus the fire.
Whoa. Oops. Dude, how about we, sorry,
Take back
I
whatever that was.
divided by a quarter.
Oh,
Went the wrong way.
it makes it so
Math.
much bigger.
Yeah, 3 points. Okay, so, and next fire.
8 points of fire, halved to 4.
Have 4.
And then we got the d8s for the radiant. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. 16 points of radiant damage.
And 23 points total. Ah, Jesus.
And
You
for,
alright over there?
No.
for a bonus, her wounds will begin to heal up more again.
If I may interject, can I visibly tell how much healing is being done in comparison to how much damage I'm doing? Like, is she undoing my turn of damage?
That is a good question. Now, for your bonus action on your turn, I'll give you more if you give me like a medicine roll or like an insight roll. Not being your turn though, I will give you basic information of she still looks messed up, just her cuts are no longer bleeding, they're just still open. So she might not be outpacing it.
I cast Pocket Sand.
Get
Pocket sand.
infected. That is her turn. It is now your turn, BT. The rest of them are up on deck.
I've taken 75 points of damage so far.
You're the tank.
After all my resistances. I don't have much more to go.
BT is looking roughed. Very roughed up. This blade is
BT.
doing some work.
BT. Let's see here.
While you're thinking about that, I'm going to put a little narrative in the rest of their mind as well. Every single one of
Yeah.
these attacks has been aimed at Teffy. But every single one of them that looked like it was going to hit, BT's been jumping in and taking the smacks instead. Like, they've been deliberately jumping in front of this blade, in front of you, Teffy. And these look like devastating wounds. You probably still would have been downed, even with the amount of damage. You wouldn't have been, but very close. It would have been very close by this point. Okay, BT.
Okay, well, let's what you're gonna do is a maneuver for advantage.
Nice.
And we'll bite. So that's right now dirty 20. Does that hit?
Dirty 20 does hit, yeah.
Okay. Four. 9.
9 points of damage. Biting in, shocking, going on. Will deal a lot of electric damage.
That was 9 force. And then let's see if I figured out how to hit with my stubs. First claw attack. Still having problems. Let's see.
That'd
It's
be a no.
9. It might actually work out. So that's 9 plus 8 is a 17 plus the D4, which is a 4. It's a 21.
21, that hits.
That still hits.
Schnozbug, make a concentration
Nice.
saving throw. I forgot to have you do that. When you got that minor amount of damage.
And I always forget how to do this concentration ones.
Roll
am I
a
rolling?
d4 and add your constitution saving throw.
You mean D20?
D20, yep. Yep, that is what I meant, yep. Thank you.
I rolled an 11, and I'm adding my.
Constitution saving.
Oh, that's an 11.
You succeed. You just needed to beat
Sweet.
10. Yep.
All right.
Bless is still up.
Cool.
So we're still good.
Last claw attack. Oh, that's gonna hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oops, not D8s. Where are D6s? There they are. 12 points.
12 points.
Both times, right? I don't think you
Yeah.
told him the first time.
Yeah, 12 points both times for the lightnings. Then, not as anything, we are taking a second wind.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that we can get a little bit of immediate healing.
Initiate a small repair protocol.
Yeah, emergency critical, which is weird because you know what? Oh, there it is. I don't have a D10 queued up. Yeah, I guess I do. Okay. Nice.
Ooh.
17 points.
Nice.
17 points of healing. And then I am going to take my action surge.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, go for it.
Oh, another round of attacks.
Excellent. Fighters are terrifying.
Bite. Oh, hold it. It's just one attack. Or it's another
No,
additional
you get
attack.
a whole other action. Whole other action.
Yeah,
So it's
I
all your
get
attacks.
my whole sequences again. Okay, so bite. I can't get close to a
Oh my
natural
gosh.
20. So let's see. That's a 16. It's going to depend on the die 4, probably. 19.
19 just barely hits.
Six plus 5 is 11 points of force.
11 points of force.
Claw. Or paw. Boy, look at these rolls. They are just terrible. So that's 17 plus the die 4.
Give me a 1.
20.
Oh,
Dirty
it hits.
20. 2d6. What's going on? Where are the dice?
Oh.
That was weird. 3, 5, 8 points of lightning.
Points of lightning.
And the last claw. I can't get that natural 20. But that's a
Got real
definite
close.
hit.
That hits. Yeah.
7 and 5. Wow. 12 points of lightning.
12 points of lightning.
And then the rest of my movement back to within that 5-foot range.
Back within that 5-foot range. When you smack with that last hit, the paladin in front of you, Ultian, the eyes just roll back and his corpse falls to the ground. He is dead. And she is now laughing.
She sucked the life out of him.
She sucked the life out of him. It's now the rest of them. This paladin. That's not a paladin, that's a cleric. Both these clerics are actually going to be spending level 2 spell slots for Cure Wounds. They're desperately trying to keep up with the amount of damage that you all keep dealing.
And then they take damage.
And they take damage. Ha 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 ha. 11, 13, 14 plus 6 is 20. Let's move this one down. There we go. And this paladin in front of you, Schnozboop. Oh, does he risk it? I don't. You know what? He is. He's going to take a 5-foot step back, triggering an attack of opportunity if you want to take it, Schnozboop.
That's only melee attacks. That's not
Schmack.
That is only
spells,
melee
right?
attacks, yeah. Unless you have
Smack him with that.
yeah,
instrument.
Warcaster.
I will simply bow to him.
Giving him a quick bow, he gives you a quizzical look as he then turns around, puts his hand on Mariette, or Miret, and a wave of energy and warmth flows between them. As she looks like she just healed up a lot. That is not quite going to be their turn, as this spiritual weapon is then going to try to take an attack against you, Yoshinda. That's a natural 20.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
How many spell slots do you have left?
Oh man,
I got one more there.
Oh my gosh.
got a few.
Who's getting the advantage?
It will be Big 10.
Big 10. Alright, there we go. Signified by the slug.
Oh,
that's
when
much
you said slug before, I thought you meant like a bullet slug, but
Oh.
you meant it.
Actual slug, yeah. That's much more
Slugger.
favorable. That's a 15. Does a 15 hit Yashinda?
No,
No?
no.
Silvery
Surprisingly
barbs.
enough, I'm playing a character that doesn't get hit like that.
That's
Like
true.
once.
For once. Once again, this spiritual weapon of a spear looks as though it's going to be piercing straight through your chest, Yashinda, but then you blink and suddenly it's 2 feet to your left and just completely missing you. You,
Oh, handy.
in the back of your head, you do hear a as Luck is not happy about the influence of chaos here, but he's accepting it because you're still alive. What you got?
2d8, 1d6.
You're right. 2d8, 1d6. Ben.
2d8 what?
2d8
And 1d6.
for 1 and 1d6. It's their turn, so they're taking their damage for the constants that you've put on them. So, roll 2d8 for the cleric down here. This could be awful. Awful. We'll call this for the top of the round, seeing as we forgot.
That's a
at the beginning
total
their turn.
of 14 plus 6, 20 damage.
20
So-
damage.
So 6 for
Two
the.
sevens and a 6.
Yeah, he rolled all 3 dice.
That's
So
insane.
6 electricity, and then
Yeah, so two sevens on the d8s and a 6 on the d6.
They are once again looking very haggard, barely capable of keeping up with all the damage you all are dealing.
remember the plan.
Yoshinda,
Pull.
it's your turn. It is now your turn.
Hold the
As
lever.
Oh, the lever,
Gronk.
Kronk. Wrong lever.
Wrong lever. Alright, I'm going to quickly roll a constitution saving throw.
Why do we
see
even
this
have that
guy's-
lever?
This guy is finally not blind for a natural 20 on his constitution saving throw to get out of the blindness. So, to pull the lever, Kronk, or Yoshinda, it's going to be a grapple check. No longer at advantage because he's not blind anymore.
Hmm. Well, have anything for grapple?
So give me an athletics or an acrobatics. That's how we do grapple,
Okay.
because it's just easier.
Athletics.
Nice.
Oh no, acrobatics. Never mind. So that is a 16.
16. That's what he rolled too. Meets beats, seeing
Oh,
as
no.
you're the initiator, so you beat that.
Oh.
What's die for?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
plus
I'm
the
gonna
die
grapple.
4. Actually, did you forget?
Oh,
did
yeah.
you? Yeah, you're good.
Bless.
You're definitely good then, because you definitely beat him.
Oh, it's a 4 on that too. So
Dirty
look
20.
at that.
So you grab hold of this stick. What are you doing with it?
I'm going to pull on the stick.
Right.
Yes.
Pull on the stick. There is a slight, and then a
I'm,
roll 2d6 for piercing damage.
That is 11.
An 11. Very good. Very good. All right. Now roll 4d8 for the initial fire damage.
4d8. It's 23 fire damage.
23 fire damage.
Oh, baby.
As you pull this, at the same time, the 2 clerics and the 1 dragonborn still alive, all 3 of them start screaming at the top of their lungs in extreme agony and pain, and then stop and fall to the ground, dead. It is just Miaret up. The rest of them are dead.
Nice.
Shared pool of HP. Really useful. Until that happens.
Until it runs out.
Until it runs out.
Then they're all dead.
Oh yeah, this spiritual weapon's gone. Because the guy who cast it is dead. Alright, that is one of your attack actions. You still have 1 attack action. And the rest of your turn. What would you like to do? It is just Miaret up. She's the only opponent left.
I think the wisest decision would be to go and do an unarmed attack.
Okay. Second attack for your attack action. Give us an attack roll.
At advantage.
At advantage because they are flanked. You're correct. Yeah, good call. Good shout out.
That was good because I'd change that for sure. Plus 8. That's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay. So that is a 7 for damage.
7 points of damage. This already covered in black looking blood of the person smacking at them. You hit. They are blood red, dilated eyes, still up, frothing at the mouth, laughing maniacally at the sight of everything that's going on. Them surrounded. This person has gone feral. You still have your bonus action.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna do bonus action flurry of blows.
Nice.
Points. There we go. And we're just gonna go to town.
Don't forget that advantage.
Oh. So that is 23.
23 hits.
Yeah. And 11 damage.
11 points of damage. She is still up and angry. You've got 1 more attack.
All right. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh my.
I am out of capabilities of removing your natural 20s, so that one sticks. So you're going to be dealing max damage, which for you is a... What do you roll? You're rolling a d8 or a d6?
D6.
D6. So 6.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, that's 11. So roll a d6 again.
Oh, I got a 5 on that one.
5 on that. So that's 16, and then we double it.
32?
Wait, no, that's not how we do it. Roll another d6. That was the old way of doing it. That always deals way too much damage, that's why we changed it. So
I rolled a 5 again.
So 10 plus 5 is 15. So 30 instead of 32.
Okay.
Close.
That's still pretty good.
Double the dice and then add everything together and then double it. Because then we always guarantee that you're dealing more than minimum damage of even a critical. Which always feels bad, man. So, for 30 points of damage, Yashinda, how would you like to do this?
Yeah.
He's doing one of those whole, like, jujitsu moves. landing a very firmly placed blow. Are we even facing towards her, or are we facing towards her back?
This is your scene to describe.
Okay, well, she is facing towards me. I lay a very firm blow right in the center of the chest, dealing 30 points of damage.
That center blow, seeing pieces and parts of where these blade strikes have gone through. that was good, Peter. That center strike, you all hear the resounding clang of Yoshinda's fist meeting a breastplate, and then the cracking of metal as the breastplate breaks and shatters, and the fist goes through, followed closely by the cracking of all their ribs as the sternum has been broken straight into their chest. Full-on Mortal Kombat style.
Ew.
Black blood
See you next
sprays out of their mouth, and they start going.
We were just the start. There will be more.
And falls to her knees, collapses onto the ground. The brief
course there'll
18
be more.
seconds that this combat went down, the ground is now covered in blood. Multiple different shades, most of it's red. Only hers was black. Quiet starts creeping around you all as the snow cricks and creaks as you realize it's very late at night. And clapping starts coming from around a corner. That was really impressive. Really, I'm impressed. So much so. From around the bottom end of this corner, a golden dragonborn steps around and is looking very smiley at all of you. For a few of you, Altian, Teffy, Schnosby, BT, you recognize him. It's Donkon, the bounty hunter dragonborn. He's smiling at you all with these bright eyes.
I've got you at a really good spot, don't I?
The air may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Time